Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I am going to show you guys what's currently going on in the garden, give you guys a garden update and a little project or an experiment, I shall say, that we're going to do this summer or this growing season. Stay tuned. So this is currently what the garden looks like. Got everything planted, all of the beds are full. And we have no more room, absolutely no more room for anything else in here. So very quick tour. Got green beans here, lima beans, green beans. We've got some pepper plants there. We've got blueberries. All of those are blueberries. Over here, we've got some little changes. We got some tomatoes, we've got some squash, we've got some peas and some carrots, we've got some dill, and we've got some broad beans here, and I also put some more green beans there. Okay, this is our orange tree that we're not sure is alive or dead. It's fine. This is our flower bed. Wide range of flowers in there. It's our sage, and our not sage, rosemary and mint. Over there we've got some herbs and some carrots. This bed is mainly peppers. All of those are peppers. And I've put some more green beans, some peas. I've planted some lettuce in those too. Put a tomato there, and I put some bunching onions there and there. And now, I'll bring you over to, wait, pause. Let's go back for a moment. Those are our beautiful blackberries. They are coming in. We're actually getting quite a few of them. As you can see, some of them, like so. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? I have a ton of blackberries. I'm so excited about that. Okay, and so now I want to bring you over to our corn. Get a good look. Get a good look, because if you can see, there's something not quite right with the corn. Okay, so let's have a little talk about this corn right here. Okay, so I overdid it. I had, say, 4 different varieties of corn, all from like 2022, 2023, 2024. I didn't plant anything last year, so I didn't have any from last year. I had all these seed packets of corn, and I've only got success with corn like once. So the idea with the corn, when I did this, because this is a lot of corn in a little bit of area, was to have an entire bed of corn so that I could ensure good pollination with the corn this season, because that's where the, one moment. Sorry, the sun was shining in my face like now, and I got a hat, but the hat did not work. So we're just gonna continue with the sun shining in my face. If I squint, that is why. But I wanted a big bed of corn because I wanted to plant it in a block, because I had issues previously with pollination. And so that was the idea, that we would just do the entire bed of corn so that we can ensure good pollination with the corn this growing season. What happened was, I planted the corn, and due to the seeds, the age of the seeds being from 2022 and 2023 and 24, I didn't think that everything would germinate. So after, say, 10 days, and corn usually doesn't take a long time to germinate. I think it's like 5 to 7 days to germinate. And after like day 10 to day 12, I didn't see anything. I didn't see any germination in this bed. And so I came back and I planted more corn. Like all of the packets that I had, all of the seed packets, all 4 of them, I planted in the bed, and everything is germinated. Isn't that wonderful for us? I have gone through and I have tried to thin some of it out, and now I want to do an experiment. Instead of thinning them out, because it seems like every time I pull one, another one comes, I think I'm just going to let it grow. That is going to be the experiment. I'm going to let the corn grow and see what happens. Initially, when I planted the first bits of corn, I did space them about 4 to 6 inches apart. And yeah, now it's very obvious that that is just not happening because I planted and then I planted more. So the experiment for this is we're just gonna let it grow and see what happens. I really want corn this year. The very first year is the only year that I've got corn, and that's because that's Maple. I was looking at Maple because she's right there. Somebody decided that she also liked corn, so every time I came out in the morning, she would have already like pulled down an ear from the bed and went and, you know, just had her fun with that. So that's it on the experiment. The other experiment that I am about to do is going to test my patience and my ability to map things and plan things out. It's going to test my execution skills. So let's get started on that. So also, we're going to be working on that, what you see there. This is irrigation. This is the project that we're going to be working on today. That's going to test my execution skills. So let's wish me luck. None of the beds currently have irrigation, and so we're going to be trying to get irrigation to really the big beds, the big five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually the blueberries don't need much. I'm unsure if, you know, that orange tree there is going to need anything. And the blackberries, because they are native to Mississippi, if you live in Mississippi, especially south of Mississippi, like I do, I live in Gulfport, Mississippi, blackberries are native here to all of Mississippi. So they grow. Plant them in your garden, in the ground, in the Mississippi soil. Like dig some up if you got some. I just planted mine, as you can see. I just planted mine, you know, and I've had them since I moved into the house, and they've just done very well without me doing anything, like literally anything to them. They've just done very well with, sorry y'all, they've just done very well with me leaving them alone. So I'm gonna leave them alone. But irrigation is for beds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get started on that. So let's talk about a couple of things that I have to get started. One, I do have an automatic timer that is hooked up to my spigot here. In Mississippi, it's a spigot. Leave me alone. I have a tube cutter. I have a hole punch for the tubes. I've got all of the connectors. I think I got this from Amazon. It's like maybe like 200, 500 pieces in here. Got the connectors, all different sorts. I've got distribution hoses. I think this is a 1/2 inch. It's either 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't work in construction. I'm not a handyman. I'm not a carpenter. I got this type of piping. Distribution. It has no holes in it. And then I have the emitter tubing. This is the small one. They already came with the emitters in it, so you can see they already have the holes punched in them about every 6 inches apart. So I've got, this is 100 feet of it. I have another one. I have some more fittings for the distribution hoses, and then I've got some end pieces. I've also got some landscaping staples to keep the piping in place. So this tubing is going to be used to run the water from bed to bed, because, you know, it's not going to make sense, you know, if we want to do this and then it's just like water leaking out. So I'm going to use this tubing to run the water from bed to bed. I'm going to use this tubing to actually, you know, to water, for the tubing that's going to water the actual beds. for those who needed that explanation. Okay, so we had some issues with some of the connectors, mainly the difference in pipes. So this is like a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch piping, connecting to the emitter piping, because it's like the micro tubing size. So what I did, there's Maple. What I did was go and get I got micro tubing, distribution tubing, and then I got a manifold. This is a 8, as you can see, it's got 8 different areas, an 8-piece or whatever manifold. So we're going to see if this works, so I'll be back. Okay, so very important, because I just came back from the store, like I just showed you guys, with the new tubing, and thinking that everything was going to be a-okay, and it was not. But I mean, not at first, but I figured it out. So I want to show how I'm going to get the water from my actual spigot there, it's there, to the beds. Okay. Look at my fancy camera, or my little gimbal that I have. I love it. It's absolutely one of the best investments that I've made. Okay, so this is the timer. This here hooks right up to the spigot. It just, you know, you twist it. There's nothing more that you need to do to it. Issue that I ran into, I'm just gonna look back. Okay, so the here we go. It's all right. Let's not focus on me, what I'm trying to show you. Okay, so this hooks just twist right onto the faucet, and it's like a universal. So this is fine. The issue is this here, as you can see. Okay, I don't know what the name is, like female or male. I just know that they don't go together, right? So I somehow have this thing, whatever part that is, right? It has like a tubing end on it. It twists. So I have that, right? I have a piece of tubing, the 1/2 inch or 1/4, whatever. And then I have this piece, a connector piece. It also twists, but it's like, it's small. So it don't twist into this piece, right? But it also don't twist into this piece either. However, it does twist into this piece, right? Like that. So we're gonna twist this, and it has a tubing connector here, like not a universal one, but it has a tubing connector here. So we're gonna put everything together. We're gonna take this piece, we're going to twist it into our manifold. Not too tight, because, you know, it's just me. Like, I did it too tight. I'm trying to undo it. Because the older it gets, the harder it's gonna be to undo it. But that's connected there, right? Take a tubing, the distribution tubing, and we're just gonna slap that right on. As far as it can go, that's pretty good. The other piece here, it's also gonna go into the other piece of the tubing. I'm gonna slap that on as far as it can go. So now this is what we're looking like. We have this tube piece, we have our tube, this is connected, and it goes into our manifold. So this is what it looks like. And then this is going to just twist into our automatic timer, like so. So that is what the setup looks like. So now we take our smaller distribution tubing and all of our good connectors and These have tops on them so that you don't have to use it. I prefer to have more than less. So this will connect here to the manifold, right? And then I have those connector pieces that will connect this tubing to this tubing, which is our emitter tubing. They are, I think, the same size tubing. It looks to be about the same size. So the connector pieces should fit. So I'm gonna get started on this and hopefully everything works out, and then I will be back to show you guys how it is set up. I think this is gonna work because this was an issue getting that 1/2 inch or whatever, that big tubing to connect to the little tubing that would not work. And so this was the solution that I came up with, and I actually think that it's going to work very well. So hopefully this works. Okay, it is complete. Not all of it's complete, but those 2 beds are complete, and I've got to do the rest. However, it is about to thunderstorm, and so I'm calling it a day. And I wanted to show you guys how it's set up here, because now I know what to do. So going back to our thing. So here's our spigot. I have 2 of these. Here is the automatic timer that's screwed right into it. There's our little piece that connected onto it. Our hose, our twist-in piece there connected to the manifold, right? And then again, the micro tubing just hooks right on to these little things, and then they come out here. So we got one. I have it going underneath my bed. No, it's not a problem. I've tested this multiple times. So it goes underneath so that this makes this walking easier, right into the bed with the connector tubing, and like so. I have these 2 beds connected together. So as you can see, that's the end piece there with the connector tube. Distribution tubing will go right to this bed again underneath, coming up. It's about to, like, it's sprinkling now, if you guys can't tell, so I'm trying to like hurry up and finish this. And it just goes in this bed. I need to redo the thing. I'm trying to keep them, the actual tubing, in place with some landscaping staples. It's not working too well right now, but it'll be all right. So that's it. That's all I got. All right, well, that's it. Success. Today was a success. It was a little bit stressful because I did have to make a trip to the store. Thank you to the Home Depot employee that helped me find that piece of tubing and the manifold and things. So, right, look, you guys see the sky? Do you see it? It's about to rain. Okay. All right, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching me garden. I'll see you guys next time with the update. Bye.